You pick yourself up quickly from the floor of the wagon and immediately get the horses rolling. After all, you have a mission now. First denial, then resentment, now obsession. You feel yourself picking up the pace as you head to the crossroads. You know you'll find companions there, and once you do, it's onward. You're not sure why you feel so driven, but perhaps the cycle, all 5 in sequence, perhaps that'll do something. And if not, well, it's something to do at least. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Oren, and we're back at it with our main project runs here, taking out a new named formation. Today, we are going to be taking out a formation of my own choosing that I was interested in. We are going after after obsession, so we are going after the focused fault, who I haven't really played a whole lot recently. So I'm kind of curious to see how it develops, and we do need to keep working in Damien's skill sets as we go here. And I actually need to check something off screen real quick. Okay. Yep. Doesn't look like I have any special name requests right now. I do have a backlog of requested formations though, but we will get to them, I promise. So first of all, let's meet our companions. We've got Alden, our long-running sharp shot highwayman, who is unerring, thick-blooded, and sanguine. Just continues to be an absolute monster. And I definitely have liked highway robbery a lot more than I thought I would. So I'm glad to have highway robbery in here. He's going to be staying in the back rank. We've got Damien, our Flagellant, who we need to make sure is able to operate from the rank he's at, which unfortunately we're not getting Acid Rain. But interestingly, Acid Rain is not, like, there's enough other stuff for him to do, I think. Fester doesn't feel particularly useful. Maybe Suffer instead. I don't know. This is really the decision because, like, Barristan is set up as a vanguard. He's got the Jinx locked in, so there's really not a lot to say about him. Same for Freya, our ongoing Ravager Hellion, who is defiant and tough. So we've got some really strong characters here. So it's really, what does Damien do? We've done Scourge. No, we've did, which one did I do? I can't remember which one I did previously. I know they're all good, but I kind of want, let's check Scourge. Sepsis, Deathless. So this turns Deathless into an even more monstrous heal, which is pretty relevant for the focused fault. Sepsis, Deathless. Okay, I don't even have the others. Lash's Gift gives Horror 1, but purges dots, which is something. So maybe we don't do Scourge, because I think Scourge is the one I did before. Let's look at Exanimate real quick. Punish, Acid Rain, Sepsis, Lash's Gift. So if he's low HP, which he can be pretty frequently, he does a lot more blight. Lash's Gift self-heals and does a whole bunch of stuff, but it requires very low HP. Acid Rain gets the same buff, which we're unfortunately not going to be able to use. So what does Maniac do? Sacrifices Blight Potency. That doesn't feel very good for knockback. And removing all negative tokens from a target. I'm not really a fan of knockback. Let's try Exanimate. Let's try Exanimate, because I think Scourge just makes it 3, right? Yeah, 3 and then 4, and this would make it 2 and then 3. But with the added benefit of if he's low health, which he will be able to get himself down because a bunch of his skills are dealing damage to himself. Unfortunately, we don't have access to more because he's a rank back from that. So maybe that does mean Scourge comes along instead. Lash's gift isn't usable. Sorry, I'm just like trying to remember. Okay, so Lash's gift is usable from anywhere as an exanimate. Interesting. Versus, yeah. All right, you know what? We'll try as a Maniac. Let's try this out. Let's see what this this looks and feels like. Maybe we've got some other people doing powerful things. Oh wow, Acid Rain is now usable because that's not usable when he's a Scourge, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do Maniac then, because that's applying weaken to 2 targets. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, okay, yeah, Maniac it is. And this is the formation Haunted. So sorry for the kind of jumping around there. I was just kind of thinking about different ways to approach it. But let's as we roll through the valley here, which won't be particularly interesting because it's the valley. I want to talk about this formation in kind of a macro sense. And part of the reason I selected this formation for Obsession is I think this one's going to do quite well. I know they've changed Obsession, and off the top of my head, I can't remember the exact changes, but I believe that taunting still works. So there's definitely an element of taunting still being quite relevant, and we have 2 characters that are quite good at taunting. Both the Hellion and the Man-at-Arms can really seek to absorb a lot of that incoming damage. Oh, I forgot to put in Lash's gift. Whoopsie. Oh, well. That's quite all right. So that's kind of the reason for specifically choosing this formation against Obsession. But when we think about this formation in macro spend, we have a really burly front line. So, we're really looking at a very heavy tank combination with the Hellion and the Man-at-Arms. In fact, because the Man-at-Arms is here, the Hellion gets to be more of a damage dealer in role rather than a pure tank, which is kind of, I think, where she wants to be. She's much more interested in being a kind of dealing damage than she is in purely tanking, unless she's playing as Carcass. But I'm kind of losing track of myself here. I got to talk about the Iron Triangle of Darkest Dungeon. That is damage, health, and stress. So damage output, like a lot of formations that we're running, there's definitely plenty of damage output coming from the Highwayman, and then the damage over time output from the Flagellant. Now we're playing as Maniac, which is a little less good at that, but there's still ample damage over time effects coming out. And sometimes the goal is less having a lot of damage over time than it is just having damage over time to ping Death's Door. A Vanguard Man-at-Arms and a Ravager Hellion just sort of ensure ample damage output, which moves us to health and healing. Now, in the past, previous to the Flagellant's release, I talked about, kind of how I ranked the healers. I am now starting to rank the Flagellant as probably on par with, if not exceeding the words are failing me, the Plague Doctor. Lash's Gift and Deathless are both, or Deathless specifically is a very strong heal, particularly when upgraded. And it, as a Scourge, it's even stronger because it's a 2-person heal. But because of the way the Flagellant works, he is able to heal for quite large amounts. He's able to remove dots if needed, and he's able to protect himself a fair bit. So we're definitely enjoying the Flagellant, and I think we've got ample healing. Adding to that, the Hellion and the Man-at-Arms are both able to heal themselves under specific circumstances, and that definitely kind of takes us over the top. And finally, stress. I mean, we have Bolster, But we not only do we have bolster, we have endure, which is quite good because the Flagellant cares less about stress than some of the other characters. And we have raucous revelry, so we have, again, kind of ample stress management. So overall, Haunted just has kind of a good spread of everything, and I think this formation is going to do quite well. Now let's figure out where we're going.
Rain, fire, and rot. Is there no sanctuary from this madness?
So avoid the Watchtower for 100% Creature Den, 100% Oasis, 100% Field Hospitals for 2 mastery points. That seems pretty good. Yeah, all right.
The barnacled timbers of the coastal villages.
We'll go to the we'll go to the Shroud. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I basically finished out the I basically finished out the my trinkets, so I now have quite a few more trinkets to put in. And we'll just go ahead and distribute those. Nautical Compass is quite good. Oh, I didn't even. Don't end expedition. Jeez.
Or claim what you can.
And ooh, the Shambler's back. Snap Judge. Yeah, okay. We'll do the Shambler spawn again. That seems really strong with Snap Judgment. So Snap Judgment is go fast, go faster, go fastest. And if you end in your last in the turn order, you get a negative token. Who cares? That has got to be like the biggest who cares on the planet. So yeah, we will take the Shambler's bargain here. And we will put Snap Judgment in right there. And do we want this on somebody? I don't think we really want Hardened Heart. I'm kind of intrigued by the Apron. But I don't know. I don't know that I want to use it just yet. So I think maybe we'll hang on to these for now because we might find a use for them.
Conventional fare.
But we will hold off with what we have. So we do have plenty of money spent. Well, that's Medical Cabinet. That's pretty hard to argue with. That or Spacious Storage Trunk. But I think Shroud Almanac too. But I think Medical Cabinet is just too good not to take along. And we can buy 2 steak and spuds, 2 bread, and that'll actually let us stack some movement resistance on our 2 characters that we want to make sure don't move very much. Do we have any negative quirks that are worth removing? Toon Hummer and Hemophobic are meh. Pillager Fearing is meh. Vicious, Resolute, these are fine. Tuckered Out is not my favorite, but none of those are particularly painful, so I don't know that I want to spend money on those either. You know what? I think we'll just save the money. Alrighty. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Tune in next time as Haunted heads into the Shroud to get their run started. Thank you again, and see you next time.